Welcome to the Champions Clash in London. Sparks YT15 starts on pole from Ocampo and Dragon Sonic. Then it's Nelson from UK Ball and Ewa Path. Revo is 7th from Akari Lopez and Oscar Volstad. Then it's Lars de Klerk, Nicholas Palaminio, Rodney Sola, Arthur Catfish and Salos Kynes. Remy Lebeau is 15th from Quan Todoroki and Dav Sanchez. Then it's Elijah Houghton, Linus Eriksson, Babinis Senior, Sims and Bortka. Sparks YT15 here in the penultimate clash. He's on pole as all 5 lights go on. And we are going for the Champions Clash in London. 5 laps around this famous track. Sparks getting a very good start. His teammate B Dragon Sonic right behind him, getting a good slipstream as Ocampo looking for a way to hold off the Nigerian, who almost runs into the side of him. Palaminio, welcome to the world of the ERL02. He's been given a time penalty for causing a collision. B Dragons fighting with Nelson now as they head down the long Wellington straight. It's the straight into Woodcut, sorry, this is not Wellington. But Sparks leading the pack as they head on to the National Straight. On board we go with the number 50 as Ocampo side by side in that number 19 MS Amlin Andretti car. He takes the lead away from Sparks YT15. The two of them going side by side through Maggots and Beckett's. And he's still just about edging ahead as they come out of Chapel Curve. Now they go on to the Hangar Straight. So I'm pretty sure that was the Wellington Straight, and I'm just stupid. Going through Stowe Corner. And the MS Amlin Andretti driver now with the 2 Renault Edams boys behind him. We go on board with car 13 as Akari Lopez gets a corner cut warning further back. We begin lap 2 of 5 with B Dragon Sonic setting the fastest lap despite not even leading as he dives around the outside of the pole sitter in the 50 car. These two, well, they dueled it out for a little bit in the Race of Champions when they were teammates driving for Renault. Once again, teammates for the Race of Champions now. Using attack mode, there goes the 13. Looking for a way past Ocampo now. Ewa Puff moving up into 7th position further back, but this fight for the lead still being very enticing. Sparks reclaims the lead as we're on board with car 13. Going through Cops. Can't quite get past Ocampo yet. He stays alongside with the slipstream coming by ways of his teammate. He moves up into 2nd position. As Ewa Puff further back, 5-second time penalty, track limits. Babinis Senior with a track limits warning further back. And Ocampo finds himself in a bit of an attack mode train as he's officially been passed by the Renault driver. A 1-2 currently for Renault Edams as Sparks cuts across Club Corner. Rounding the final turn then as we begin lap 3 across the Hamilton Straight. And as Ewa Puff's been given a time penalty for... Oh, that's Sims who's off the track with Houghton. Oh dear. Mentioned Ewa Puff getting a corner cut warning. Sims and Houghton have come to blows, the German and the Englishman. Unfortunate for both drivers as you can see the 13 still on the back of the 50 in front. B Dragon Sonic definitely trying to get past Sparks, the man who just won the Race of Champions by a hair. As you can see now, still going alongside each other. Well, not even alongside each other. They are still in a little bit of a tandem draft, the type of which you'd see in NASCAR with their Car of Tomorrow's performance on the super speedways there. It's almost as if Renault Edams have brought the super speedway package to London. Very interesting to see as they now head down through the final chicane and a 5-second time penalty for Sparks for cutting across that corner. Not only has that taken away his fastest lap time, that's probably also going to do a lot more than just that. That's going to make him vulnerable to the man behind him as Sanchez getting a corner cut warning further back in that Power Motorsports car. Houghton, 3rd track limits warning at the very back of the pack, and he's already been given a 5-second time penalty. Look at that, that's Nelson and Ocampo both going for the lunge, a contact penalty for the number 9, as we are still on board with the Danish driver. Ocampo sees a potential opportunity heading down the National Straight into Copse Corner. Sebastian Ocampo leads here in the United Kingdom. He's going side by side with Sparks. It's almost as if we're back to the final laps of the ERL World 500. But Sparks back in front, his teammate on the back of Sebastian. Attack mode has one of these drivers' names written on it, and it is not the 19, but look at that. Track limits penalty for B-Dragon Sonic as they go on to start the penultimate lap. Somehow the 4 of them jostling over position, keeping it clean. Revo further back with a 5-second time penalty. Sparks leads the pack, but with that time penalty, he would currently lose victory to Sebastian Ocampo. They make their way through turn 3. Out of 4 they go, on to the Wellington Straight. Houghton, 5-second time penalty for track limits. Nelson's got a 10-second time penalty as well. These penalties are looking to be a little large for some of these drivers. Cable in that 21 car, fighting off Oscar Falstad and losing in that battle in particular. Sparks still leading the pack, but for Sebastian Ocampo right now, all he really has to do is defend and keep it on track. Keep it within those white lines, within those black and white curbs, and he can win this race today. A little bit of an attack mode train forming near the back of this pack as well as the front, but as they make their way through the Vale chicane, Sparks goes off the track. Ocampo just about manages to keep it on the track. It'll be Sparks on the line, but Sebastian Ocampo takes another clash win here in London. Look at this to the line between Babner Senior and Akari. Just about makes the pass that he couldn't do in the chase for the cup a few seasons ago. As Connor Cup for Elijah again. He might love his time on the ovals a little more than what we've seen today. Jovial as always, that's Sebastian Ocampo. He wins here in London in front of Oscar Falstad and Cable. These 3 not getting any time penalties to their name, so we could see names like Sparks and B-Dragon drop quite a ways down the order. So your official classification then, Ocampo from Falstad and Cable, then it's Catfish from Remy LeBeau and Sparks YT15. Leclerc was 7th from B-Dragon Sonic and Nico Palaminio. Then it's Carlos Kynes, the top 10. Revo just outside of it from Solar and Babiner Senior. Then it's Todoroki, Bortka, Ericsson and Lopez from Sims. You are Puff, Sanchez and Houghton. So we will see you guys next time then for the final clash. The next clash, of course, taking place in the same location as the Race of Champions. It's the Indianapolis Clash up next on Sparkplug Motorsports.